Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video we are picking my TBR for, I can't believe I'm saying this, but June. How has 6 months already flown by this quickly? I mean, we do have about a week and so left of May, but at the same time I feel like it's crazy that we're already in June. And normally I don't say that, but we have been so busy that the days have been flying by. In today's video, instead of doing a TBR jar, I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit because I know I've fallen behind, especially on my 25 books in 2025. So I want to do something a little bit different and actually choose my books from my 25 books I want to read in 2025. I'll just be using a number generator, so it's not going to be anything crazy or blindly picking them, besides the fact that I'm using a random number generator. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So of my 25 books I want to read this year, I have tackled 9 of them. Like I said, we are almost to month 6 of the year, and pretty much you're supposed to read 2 a month to stay on track. So in theory, I should be close to or around 12 books accomplished already from this list, and I do have 9, so I'm kind of close, but I feel like I'm falling behind, especially because I've just been so busy that I barely even finish maybe 3 books a month. So I want to go over some of the books that I already have accomplished and then which ones I haven't. Which ones will be my potential books that I could be picking this month, which are sitting right behind me. So the 9 that I have read: The House of Salt and Sorrows, Tidewater Inn, The Giver, Fourth Wing, Happy Place, These Silent Woods, The Midnight Library, A Little Life, finally Archer's Voice. Moving on to the ones that are going to be potentially on my TBR. First I have Ender's Game, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, The Cruel Prince, Red Queen. I hate to say that this is still not read. I did try and start it and I got, I think, 30 minutes into an audiobook at work and I couldn't do it, so I put it down because I didn't remember anything that I listened to. So I kind of like soft DNF'd it for now, we'll see. But The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Red Rising, Forever Never, The Last Song, The Hobbit, If He Had Been With Me, Cloud Cuckoo Land, Richard Hammond's On the Edge, Junior's Racing to the Finish, The White Witch Doctor, The Black Stallion and Flame, and finally The Host. All right, let me get my number generator started. Also screen recording, that's a number 1 thing. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Number 24. Number 24 on my list is actually The Black Stallion and Flame. I don't know if I really wanted one of my older books, but it isn't that long of a book. Also, it's a little kiddish book, so I feel like it should be easy, especially since I've been so busy, and I feel like it should be easy in theory to tackle. Let's choose again. Book number 2. Oh, book number 2 is literally 2. This one, I'm really excited about this one. I've been thinking about starting this series for a while. I just didn't want to start it because I didn't want to start a new series. Book number 2 is actually Percy Jackson's and the Lightning Thief, which I have this complete series. Generating for book number 3. Oh, we have 1. Oh, well, that was House of Salt and Sorrows, so shuffling again. 16. That was A Little Life. All right, going again. 23. That one's a good one. 23, we have Junior's Racing to the Finish. On the back it says, when NASCAR star Dale Jr. retired from professional stock car racing in 2017, he walked away as a healthy man. But for years he had worried that the worsening effects of the multiple racing-related concussions would end not only his time on the track, but his ability to live a full and happy life. Torn between a race-at-all-cost culture and the fear that something was terribly wrong, Earnhardt started keeping private notes about his escalating symptoms. They showed a vicious cycle, suffering injuries on Sunday, struggling through the week, then recovering in time to race again. For the first time, he shares these notes and fully reveals the physical and emotional struggles he faced as he fought to close out his career on his own terms. And in this candid reflection, Earnhardt opens up about his frustrations with the slow recovery, his admiration for the woman who stood by him through it all, and his determination to share his own experience so that others don't have to suffer in silence. Steering his way to the final checkered flag of his storied career proved to be the most challenging race and most rewarding finish for his life. And I have to say, he's very much, him and his dad, of course, are both inspirations, especially if you're car people, but his car collection, if you know, you know, and also now that him and Cletus are kind of like buddies in a way, I love this. This is just, I feel like perfect timing right now, just with everything that's been going on. Book number 4, again, number 1, The House of Salt and Sorrows, go again. Number 12. All right, number 12 on my list is a little bit of a chunky one and also a romance, so not necessarily bad on the chunkiness, but the romance is not necessarily my favorite genre. But I read one book from this author and I really loved it. I think it was a 5-star, or was it a 4.5-star romance book? We have Forever Never. I've been looking to get into this since I read Rock Bottom Girl, and like I said, I really love that book. I'm not a big romance person, but for whatever reason, the way that it was more of a story, less of romance, I feel like the slow burn part of that and just how it could stand alone as a story, I felt like that book was really good. So I'm hoping that this book, since this is also a standalone, it might be very similar and I also enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other book from her. All right, choosing the fifth and final book for my June TBR. 18. 18 was The Midnight Library, so let's choose again. 16, A Little Life. 14, okay, this might be one that I start. I haven't really decided because I'm gonna try and finish my book anyways, but we had The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. This was on technically May's TBR. Like I said, we still have about a week and some odd days left of the month, so I just haven't gotten around to this yet. I'm on my third book out of that 5. I might be only on my second book, to be honest, but I'm about, I think, 100 pages until I finish it. And after next Wednesday, the last 2-3 days of the month, I think I'll have so much time to read because I have something really important going on for 2 days in a row that I've just been studying for and very busy. So I haven't necessarily had time to just sit and read, but I'm hoping that either I'll pick this up or Catching Fire, because that was the other one. So this might be a double whammy where I end up tackling this and it's for technically May, or at least I started and then we can finish it and complete it in the month of June. But yes, technically it was on last month's TBR. And this is every book that the random number generator picked for my June TBR. I have to say this is the most random selection of books. I can't say some of these don't excite me and then other ones I just don't necessarily have a feeling to. Like, I don't not want to read them, but I don't really think I'm gonna tackle them type feeling. I'm just kind of in one of them slumps because I'm just so busy that reading is like the last thing on my mind, which I hate to say that because I love reading so much, especially worlds that you can escape in. But I think some of these are going to be so fun to read, and I am excited for a couple. I'm not gonna lie. Forever Never and Percy Jackson are probably the 2 biggest ones on my list that I'm excited for. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this month's choosing for my TBR. It was a little bit different than the prompt jar, but I feel like in a way it probably will be better because it's books that I definitely need to tackle and get ahead on. I will be filming my May wrap up here soon, so be sure to subscribe for that. I should be posting that relatively soon. And also, if you're curious about any other things here on my channel, we have car related videos, more so car shows. That's photography and car related. Right now we've been going to a lot of car shows, so I have a lot from that. We went to Pigeon Forge, that was the rod run, and also we had a vlog for that. And we just had like a major house update, I guess you could say, video that was just posted, and we did a lot in that video. So if you're curious of what's been going on, you can go back to my channel and see some of those videos. But I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I hope to see you in another video here on my channel. And as always, God bless.